Wrong ones part ways, right ones find their way. Here is a quiet place I hope you can find warmth and tranquility from my words and voice. The article I'm sharing with you today is titled, "It's Not Just About Getting Married, but It's Late Once Married." Let's listen together. Last weekend, my cousin and her family came to visit during the winter vacation. Before leaving, my aunt chatted with my mother and mentioned my cousin's boyfriend. They've been together for almost 3 years. My cousin wants to get married and settle down sooner. Her prospective brother-in-law is good in every way, gentle and caring. Nowadays, he has also achieved some success in his career, but unfortunately, he's someone without firm opinions. He wavers over trivial matters, and when it comes to significant decisions, he calls home to let his mother decide. My cousin has never been able to say anything about it, but now that marriage is on the horizon, can this flaw be changed? My cousin has doubts. My aunt patted my cousin's hand and said, "It's okay once you're married. Once you're married, you're the head of the household. The responsibility falls on him naturally. He will change." But my grandmother nearby couldn't bear it anymore. She said slowly, "They say it's okay once you're married, but in my opinion it's late once you're married." The room fell silent instantly. Indeed, as someone once said, marrying someone is marrying a way of life. And taking someone as a spouse is taking on a certain way of living. What won't change before marriage won't change after marriage either. Don't think of marriage as a cosmetic surgery that can transform someone who hasn't changed in over 20 years into what you desire. So never believe in those so-called experienced people who say, "It's okay once you're married." My friend Lili sent me a message. "I can endure 3 years, but I'm unwilling to sacrifice a lifetime. Let's just leave it at that. Happy divorce." Thanks for listening so far. This channel is for everyone to improve better daily. If any of the words or sentences are helpful, then both my team and I will be very happy. Subscribing and following will help keep us moving forward. Let's get back to sharing. Seeing these words, I genuinely felt happy for her. She was only 29 that year, in the prime of her life, not yet 30. But she panicked amidst the nagging of her aunts and uncles about marriage and went to meet a prospective partner on a whim. Then, she met someone who was also pressured to get married. She wasn't dissatisfied with him, but she always felt that something was off. Like a home-cooked dish missing a seasoning, tasteless when eaten. At this time, everyone around her, with an air of experience, told her, "It's okay once you're married." Under the influence of this phrase, she hurriedly got married. The result was, less than a year into the marriage, various problems arose. From dietary habits to outlooks on life and beliefs, conflicts and contradictions arose in every aspect. There was no infidelity, no domestic violence, no conflicts between in-laws. To outsiders, there was no reason for him and me to divorce, but there was nothing we could do. Incompatibility is just that, incompatible, whether married or not. Instead of struggling in an unhappy marriage, it's better to break free from the shackles of marriage, be beautiful alone, be happy alone. There's a line in The Perfect Divorce Ceremony in Japanese dramas that says, "The worst outcome of marriage isn't divorce, but being called a mask-wearing couple." With no love for each other, and no expectations yet living together. That's the greatest unhappiness, and the beginning of this greatest unhappiness might be that so-called, "It's okay once you're married." You should know, in love, not loving is not loving. Not being compatible is not being compatible. Having different outlooks on life is having different outlooks on life. Getting married won't fix anything. A piece of paper can't solve all problems. And a marriage can't make two people understand and love each other. So it's okay once you're married is truly the biggest lie I've ever heard. It's not just about getting married, but it's late once married. There are still many people who believe in such statements like it's okay once you're married. I remember saying it once before, regardless of gender, everyone's way of thinking and behavior are closely related. It's unlikely to suddenly realize at a certain moment or after marriage that the problems and risks that existed before marriage will appear after marriage. What is marriage? Everyone has their own opinions, but the best answer I've seen is two strangers, after careful consideration and interaction, decide to build a harbor where they can embrace each other to sleep. Based on warming each other and aiming for happiness and fulfillment. Still, that saying stands regardless of age. Marriage should not be our ultimate destination. Happiness should be. And happiness doesn't come automatically with marriage. Never believe in it's okay once you're married. After all, marriage is your own and so is life. For the rest of your life, I hope you won't settle, won't compromise, won't entangle, won't depend. I hope you'll set a higher starting line and let go decisively when it's time. Let's encourage each other, each other. This article's sharing ends here. Thank you for your patience. I hope you have new insights every day. Here, you'll never be alone.